officer. It's presently 7:01, and this is a meeting of the Kelvin Grove wastewater treatment plant parcel tax roll review panel. And so the first order of business will be appointment of a chair. Can I have a nomination? I'll open the floor to nominations for a chair. So one of the three panel members at this point should be nominating one of the others to be the chair.
I'll nominate Fred.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Fred, you're muted. I'll call us.
That's what I get for muting for too long, is it?
There you go. I'll call a second time for nominations, and I'll call a third time for nominations. Hearing none. Mr. Bain, do you accept the nomination as chair of the panel?
Yeah, I would be honored. How's that?
Okay. The meeting is yours to conduct, sir.
Okay, has everybody now got a copy of the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. Neville, you're able to find that, or?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, good. A quick review over it. It's a pretty short agenda. Is there any questions about the agenda? Any comments, additions?
Nope.
Hearing none, we approve the.
None from me.
Okay, the three approve the agenda then?
How about a motion to do that?
I'll put a motion forward to approve it.
Sure. All in favor?
And a second. Did you get a second?
Okay, all in favor? Hand wave is good. Okay. Approval, agenda approved. Any public questions or comments? I think we've got a few public members here.
So just before we go any further, because there are other members of council present in the meeting, I just would like to take the opportunity to clarify that the members of the parcel tax roll review panel are as follows: Councillor Neville Abbott, Councillor Fred Bain, who has been elected chair, and resident David Shore. The other persons present are attending as public.
Okay.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I think you were calling to see if there was anybody interested in speaking for public questions or comments.
Okay. Any comments or questions, or we should move on? Okay, hearing none. Let's go to item number 5, reports. A, CFO information report regarding parcel tax calculation.
Yes, this was just another review of the calculation of the parcel tax. It had been previously communicated in letters that were mailed to all residents who were going to be charged the parcel tax. Essentially, we took the cost of the wastewater treatment plant of $1,128,692. There was some funds in sewer surplus that we would apply against that to have a remaining balance of $928,692. So that amount, we've added in interest. We calculated the interest with an MFA schedule with a rate of 1.61%. The reason we did that, that would have been the rate we would have had to pay if we had borrowed for the money. We add the interest in to get the total cost to be repaid over 10 years of $1,007,402. So if we divide that by the 96 parcels, it's an amount of $1,049 that each of the parcel holders in the roll will have to pay annually for 10 years. And there's an additional option. If you want to be excluded from the parcel tax bylaw, you could prepay the amount in full by March 1st, which would be $9,674, which is essentially the net cost of the wastewater treatment plant without the interest divided by the 96 parcels. So that's basically the two options. That's just really a reiteration of how we calculated the parcel tax.
But you said March 1st, but I think you meant May 1st, right?
Oh, I apologize. If I said March, yeah, no, I meant May. It's by May 1st, 2021. And that saves about $820 in interest.
Right. Good. Thank you for that. If we could move on to new business, which is the purpose of our meeting. Item A, complaints received by 7 p.m. March 9th, 2021, Kelvin Grove Wastewater Treatment Plant Parcel Tax Roll. To my knowledge, there are none. Is there any latecomers or?
No.
None?
No, as of now, we've received no complaints about the parcel tax roll.
Okay. So let's move on to B then. Unless somebody has a comment they need to share with us, or no comments from the committee. B, review and authentication of parcel tax roll by the panel. We confirmed that no changes to the roll, or that changes directed have been made, if any. I'm not aware of any changes to the roll. CAO?
So, at this point, no, there have been no changes to the roll. But in order to be able to confirm that, I know that you've received a copy of the roll and reviewed it, but I think it would be appropriate to have Carla screen share the roll at this point, scroll through it briefly, and to do that in this meeting, I think is the appropriate thing to do, and then you can move on from there with authentication of the roll.
Okay, let's do that then.
Can everybody see it?
Now we can.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's no change to what was put in the agenda, correct?
No,
That's correct.
no. The only thing that from the time we put together the roll was the CFO or collector, in this case, received a request from one of the residents to exclude their address, their mailing address information. So she did that.
Should I be scrolling?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, just scroll right through to the bottom. And that is all 96 parcels. Shows line number 99, but there were three lines prior to the beginning of the roll.
All right, okay.
yeah,
I have one question, Peter. Is there any change on 35 Kelvin Grove Way? Or is that still the village of Lions Bay?
35 Kelvin Grove Way is still at this point in time the village of Lions Bay, but it will become, assuming completion of the sale that was noted by the mayor in his mayor's message on Friday. That hasn't completed yet, but when it does, the new owners will eventually become, their name will be added to the roll. The parcel will be on the roll for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
That's a change. That's a change that Pam, as the collector, can undertake of her own accord.
okay. So I'm assuming there's no issues with any of the names on here. We've had no complaints. So if there's no concerns, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, under 6B, item number 2, so we move that the Kelvin Grove Wastewater Treatment Plant Parcel Tax Roll be authenticated and the certificate of authentication be signed by the panel. I'll make that motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, second. All in favor? Hand waves
Aye.
good on the screen.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's even better. So CAO, is there anything further we need to do? I'm not sure how we're going to sign this by the panel.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out if we can perhaps create the document as a as a fillable form and send it around to you.
Okay.
I'll talk to Carla about how best to do that, to distribute it to you so that you can sign it digitally and send it back. And that should take care of that.
DocuSign's a good option for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can work with that.
Does that sound doable, Carla?
Yeah, yeah, as long as everyone has, I don't know if you have to have the latest in Adobe, but we can figure it out.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Okay, well, if it doesn't work for mine, I can walk down to the office and put my mask on and thumbprint, sign it or whatever.
Isn't it just one of us that needs to sign, Peter?
No, a majority of the panel actually has to sign. So preferably all three of you. And we should be able to do it digitally.
Okay,
I've got an electronic signature, so I can sign a PDF. Not a
Yeah.
council one, but
Yeah, one way or another.
okay. Okay, on to number 7, public questions and comments. If you have any questions or concerns, could we hear them now? And hearing none, I guess we're done. So let's go to number 8, adjournment. I would say this is a general adjournment because I'm not sure there's any grounds for us to have this meeting continued in any way. So
It'd be just adjourned generally.
All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye. Our meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Chair.
7:13.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
very much, guys.
Bye.